it's over.
And then it's over.
Quickly, maps, we got Overpass, Ancient Dust 2. Any clear winners from this veto, Jacob?
Not necessarily. I'm excited about Overpass. I feel like that's PVISION's best way into this matchup, and if they win that, then we're going to have 3 maps.
Well, that is how we are going to begin another fight for survival between GamerLegion and PVISION.
Yeah, survival is the word of the day here, Freya, and for 2 teams waiting to get this game going on, not sure if they get to play further into this tournament. It's been a bit of a nail-biter having to watch FaZe get pushed to their absolute limits. Let's see if these squads can let that be their motivators. PVISION on Overpass. Launders, this is GamerLegion's map pick, but you're letting Jame play Overpass.
Yes, you are playing Jame. You're letting Jame play Overpass. You're also trying to play to your strengths, but that does make it a tricky series. Odds are in favor of PVISION in this game. I think I've still got GamerLegion. I think just because I do sense a bit of major nervousness from PVISION.
100%.
I think Jame is going to be great and everything, but this team's got a lot of talent too. We've seen moments, but it's their first major.
Smoke off dumpster, they'll find A site vacant. Rez has opted to go for long control, so retake was always a part of this plan if PVISION decided to come this direction. We'll go 5 versus 5 in the post plant. Grouped up inside of the bank, trying to get it going. This is a no-kit retake at the moment, but there is a smoke on PR. We'll see if they just drop that on the bomb. Hypex and Towson with the first 2. Rez gets recalled back to the site. Collects his kill on Jame with the perfect bit of timing. And now AW is a bit flustered to try to get into this, trying to serve up a distraction for Nada. But he's just relegated down to the depths. They're going to chase him down with a knife of all things. I don't think so. We'll see how many players die to the bomb here, but the defuse comes through, so never mind, all's good.
All right, well, that's a pretty zany round to kick off this matchup. We have not got to cast GamerLegion so far. Obviously, there have been some pretty negative reviews about them at this major. And in the one match we saw from PVISION again, I saw potential. Didn't see it all actualized, but I saw potential.
I like to make up my own opinions, though, Bohan. You can't let the noise online have you doubting in GamerLegion. Although starting off 0-2 is obviously a very worrying sign. And
nice
oddly enough as well, because this, is a GamerLegion that, despite PR's best efforts throughout the year, and he's been fantastic all year long, this is actually, Towson, season to season in 2025, from the first half to the second, has been incredibly improved, and has just kind of touted Hypex as slotting in and creating space for Towson, and being one of the reasons that he's been able to find this newfound form, this new height in a GamerLegion jersey. And we thought, well, damn, you've got PR on the attack, you've got Towson with fantastic CT sides, with Rez being this consistent force as well at times. Will it be enough?
Can you be consistent at times?
That's a great question.
I think that's actually, in recent history, just been an issue.
Maybe I meant mediocre.
On average.
Towson head tucked here under pressure by a PVISION and man advantage, which is lost. Ambitious climb up there from Jello, and the close, not too far off. Jame runs for the hills with bomb possession not in front of him. It's an AK versus 3. It's a lot to save, to be honest, and Jame, he'll go for the save.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's all great ways to characterize GamerLegion, and I think it's also the question of potential with them too. Oh,
maybe he doesn't, or maybe he does.
Just wanted to save down in blue, but won't be able to. So it's just a matter of consistency, because again, like Towson and PR, I always say they play so similarly, but PR is way more consistent than him. Towson's made those improvements to get up there.
Jame time.
But this is it's a heavily rifle-based team overall. Hypex is good, but he's not a carry op. And I mean, to be honest, with oppers, it feels like we do have to like take it a bit easier, because if you're not one of the best oppers in the world, then you're actually just like below average compared to good riflers right now. It's just a hard gun to use in CS2. The very best get the most out of it. That's kind of how it was in CSGO as well. I mean, it's like the top end of the HLTV top 20 is 3 or 4 oppers, and then you don't see another one for 10 guys. And it's because those same guys would be amazing on rifles as well. So powerful gun in the right hands. And with Hypex, it's good.
Oh, Towson gets stuffed on the monster push. That's not the way that GamerLegion expected that to go. First gun round for PVISION, and it's man advantage. And not man advantage because they've had to work too hard for it, but rather it just gets delivered to them. Utility over the top, but CT's leaning pretty far back. That's free space for Belchonok, and he doesn't follow through around the pillar. These flashes interrupting him. He'll hold for a second, and this is going to be GamerLegion having reinforcements on the scene. PR crosses over Graffiti, leaves a lot to be desired in that spray. Leaves a lot to be desired just in terms of this hold. This is 5 players strong for PVISION's first gun round. Hypex will be lucky if he gets out of here alive, because this is undeniably the terrorists' first round win.
I like exactly like that. They made it really grueling, and they just like kind of all grouped up behind the pillar and like, when are we gonna attack? You better stay jiggling because we're about to all swing. And then when they do, it's just too much to handle. So, you know, they were spaced quite nicely right there, and it's just nice. You look at the kill feed when you're on the attack, and it's everybody dead at the same time. There were definitely chances to stop that, but that's the kind of round I think PVISION in general are trying to win. Like, I think they want to lean into more 50-50 aim duels with the kind of players that they have, and that's how Jame should send them out.
I've just felt like with PVISION so far at the Major, you know, I think your assessment where you say like major jitters were on display. Jame was, you know, at times in that game versus Huns when they opened up versus the Huns, they were down by something like 6 rounds out of the gate. Jame individually is just going to serve as the pillar. And like you said, he kind of sends these riflers out in front trying to get the best out of them. And let's say they have moments where they falter, when nerves sink in or mechanics fail, you're still going to be able to rely on Jame individually to bring certain rounds over the line. You know, he's going to save you in a few moments, and whether that's literally saving guns or just coming out through with a clutch, with that mid-round moment that matters most, and on top of it, just staying controlled and composed. But now we get GamerLegion trying to take a swing with the 2 rifles that they had. Pistols looking to follow up, and they'll do so. 2 kills back and forth. Towson's FAMAS still in hand, but the grenade made it look awkward.
Oh, doesn't matter.
And he still gets back on top.
That's pretty incredible. That could have just been a 2v2. Crazy that he gets more than one because he has a FAMAS, because he was switching. It seemed like he wasn't ready at all. And so, can we get the Jame closed? The bomb's in the B site, so the CTs will definitely come this way. Time's limited for, you know, when he can find a fight. Oh, and there might be a chance or two. Let's see.
Nothing, not allowed. So tries to come in with the 1v3, maybe the bomb plant perhaps, but not this time. GamerLegion just going straight to it. And I think if you've got a team off kilter, a team that's a little wobbly, then go ahead, get aggressive, and make moves like this.
Yeah. Still, I mean, Towson doesn't get both, right? This is just totally different.
Towson is, if they come through that smoke even half a second sooner.
Yeah.
What's funny is his team is hyped from the other side of the map. They don't realize how close that was.
Seriously. 2K with a FAMAS, that's a 3K with an M4. That's why I do the math.
You just don't let your teammates know you were about to get caught switching, but eating a flashbang's not ideal. Belchonok not allowed in. Met by a smoke. This will slow things down again.
Jame had more meditative quotes. Can't control things, move on to the next day. Just showing that he is who he is. It's been trendy to get on Marcus Aurelius, but Jame's the only man I know who truly lives it. Everyone else just pretending.
Talks the talk, walks the walk. And they'll crawl forward to the A site. In a stark contrast to the round GamerLegion just won. No challenge sent out to PVISION's approach. GamerLegion losing space within the site. Great utility usage here, denying vision, forcing Rez into the open. Not an ideal fight for him. And then again hitting the pause button for a second. PVISION play the clock down to 30. Hypex ends up catching a headshot onto Nana. And then we get AW moving forward with bomb clearing sight. For the most part, he thinks ZTR's right here. And he gets the second kill. The bomb's still planted regardless. Jame takes damage, forced to reposition. Silver lining is at least that bomb is down. But it's man advantage over to the GamerLegion side. And as Jame awaits that left side dice, it's still players already moving forward right in the front of the bathrooms. At this distance, Rifle's got to hit some killer shots.
You just got to get on it now.
They're going to stick it all the way. Towson's got cover. Barely right there on the edge.
He got off it.
And as he's scared off of the defuse now, he's not going to have the time. Belchenok deep in through bathrooms. 1v2.
I mean, the kits are out there outside of bathrooms. Why is he the one on the bomb? Was a ZTR pushing up with a kit on him?
2 kits in the play.
Yeah, that's both die pushing. That's a pretty unforced error. Unfortunately, those are the moments for GamerLegion. It's like, why'd you do that? You can really look clean and have a lot of good rounds, but silly ones like that will really be the thing that sort of breaks the camel's back, so to speak. That one could have absolutely been stuck. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a perfect matchup in the wrong way if you think about it more. You know, the fact that it's Jame versus a team that makes mistakes like that, he just brings the worst out of you. You know, if you're going to make a silly move that you'll regret for days and days, it's going to be Jame to make you do that. And this is such a nice round from, look at PR and ZTR, kits on both of them. The one guy who doesn't have one, sitting back trying to do a 10-second defuse with 15 seconds left.
Truck out. I'm feeding truck inside.
It's a good round otherwise from ZTR.
Yeah, it was a great round from ZTR otherwise.
Praise him for what we can. Limitations here for GamerLegion as we go back and forth. 4 rounds in a row here. And you know that if you can keep the CT economy teetering like this on a map like Overpass, I mean, Jame knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Got to remember that Jame and Outsiders back at Rio, when they won that major, were using Overpass more than anything else, right? They were hands down the best Overpass team in the world at that time.
Look at this walk up.
And they just...
Nobody knows anything, dude. ZTR's going to run up in here, pizza in his hands.
Hello?
See what's going on over on the A side.
Thinks he's jump spotting bathrooms. There's literally a player next to you, brother. Jump scare moment for ZTR, and that is so clean.
And they know someone else is on A. They just don't know where. That won't matter too much.
Bomb has been planted.
So that's the old school Fury move, walking up bathrooms, totally silent. You don't think there's an op on it. You take a risk walking around that first corner. You find out that there's no one there, then, you know, someone in long bathrooms could just be watching shadows. You just walk around.
All right, well, may have lost the round, but at least the shots are coming out of Hypex. And at least if you're GamerLegion, you still save with 4. Upgrade that one MP9 to a Galil. Chalk it up even Stevens. Gotta be scary though if you're ZTR going up like a mastermind like Jame.
Yeah.
Best of luck. On a map that, again, Jame has just mastered in the past and seemingly still has it.
Yeah, ZTR is like no longer a scrub, right? He's like now an IGL that we know of is really good, and he's had a lot of good games under his belt. Still looking for that win, but I mean, Jame's been here since the beginning of time.
There it is, though, that tempting breakthrough, the back-to-back rounds secured by PVISION. It's not the worst spot ever, seeing as the save was given over.
You know, it's weird. I know James calling, but whenever we go look at him, I don't think I ever see him talking.
He's done his talking before the game goes live.
He's done every single round.
He said everything he had to
Every
do.
branching path.
If you don't know it by now, you're not allowed in the system. You see, Launders, the beauty of a cult is that you just have to believe in it.
Right.
So as long as these young rifles believe in him,
They know what to do.
he doesn't have to say anymore.
Yeah.
They spread the gospel.
Right. There was his apostles.
They're taking a quick early look at this B site, but they may not expect this many players stacked inside it. There's not a lot of cover here for Hypex. The squeeze is on, but he peeks out with a
he's out of
second.
there.
Critical kill, cleans up the short side, goes in for thirds. And with all of PVISION still over towards Monster, he's found a sanctuary on short. That's going to turn them back. Big moment here for Hypex is off.
That's massive. That's beautiful out of Hypex. Exactly what you want. Felt like he was about to turn that into an ace if they continued forward with that strat. But in this spot now, 2v4, we're going to look to other avenues. And through telepathy, Jame calls for a boost. Wow. You rarely see this.
Neither boost spots one another.
And this will actually work for a chance. It's not going to be an easy kill. Just a touch of pressure on ZTR up here. I mean, no armor, but only his head showing pretty much. Let's see how nice AW is. Nope, it's ZTR. Clean flip off.
And then he's going to dive to site just to make sure no bomb plant can go down. And there we have it. Support out of Hypex. Ends up being a quad kill from Hypex. And not just any quad kill, not one of those comfortable bathrooms, fall back, one shot after another. That is him on the pillar of the B site, pressured from both sides, set on fire, and still he comes out with everything you could have asked for and more.
Yeah, there's enemies waiting for him at every turn. Has to walk out of here, hit flicks. He lives for it.
What about fucking around me, man? Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Thank you, thank you.
And it's another thing, too. It wasn't just 2 players in that site. That was, I think, GamerLegion calling the right move with going for 4 players out of the gate down on B the moment that PVISION tried to go for an earlier presence. They only need 1 man, apparently, but let's say Hypex only gets 2. There is still plenty of layers to that defense ready to stop them.
And I like how actually PVISION stopped to fight him from short. They were standing out in the open, waiting for his peek only.
Yep.
And then he did get uncomfortable, eventually swung, just hit that shot. But that whole time, someone could have been walking up the ramp and taking him out on short. But still, I mean, again, that's all Hypex.
It's a big move off of the back of Ash timeout as well. I think, you know, we haven't gotten into it yet, but Ash versus Dastan in the coaching role.
What if the first event he wins is a major?
What if? It's a long road from here, brother. Spam's not quite on the money.
Has there ever been a rookie coach? That's one of me. We got rookies that have won majors now, but a rookie coach? We got Bit winning a major in his first year, Donk winning a major in his first year. Rookie coach? Rookie manager?
I mean, Furia's Sid coached last year too?
They won a major last year?
No, but it's coming. That's what I'm implying. Maybe.
He's definitely not a rookie. He did coast last year.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, relatively new.
Right?
Would be impressive.
It's just a cleanup.
Ooh.
That AK that started in James' hands goes down long. M4 picked up off the 1 death. We're just getting through the pistols here. GamerLegion looking to extend their lead. Yeah, I like it, Nada. To hell with the M4.
Guys, nice done.
Goes for the deep play.
Could be a flashy major.
Okay.
I like it.
I'll let that one sit.
You sleep on it.
Counter-terrorists win.
Nice. Go sick, bro. We don't want gun.
All right, 5-3. Got a Tech 9 on Jame. Doesn't have his favorite gun.
Shadow there for Hypex. You know he wants this, but yeah, of course, double side peek downing Con. That's enough to fluster the Opper. GamerLegion gonna have to forego a lot of the control that they wanted, not just giving up connector, but all the bathrooms too. They don't like that dangerous presence inside Con, and well, they'll go for long control instead, so at least moving fast enough to try to regain long instead.
He's got him thinking. They're looking for his next rotation, but looks like the bomb's going to get taken back going over towards the B site. I like how GamerLegion are moving. Top bathrooms now taking over. Hypex can trail back towards the site. It won't be as susceptible to fakes anymore. Rez is going to have a lot of information if Jame runs back now.
Freebie for Rez. Sees that this is all just the fake. We get that rotate down from Hypex, looking to run into B. PVISION know if they're going to do this, they've got to do it now. And they are getting one player deep out already. Beltranok with a kill over towards barrels, only cut down. Notice Molotov spreads out and kills his teammate. Certainly not ideal. You got PR with a chance to multi-frag now. His 2 kills all he gets. Tough ask of Nada as he scoops up bomb versus 3. And the heaven smoke fades. Vision regained by Rez. Wallbang misses. But they're going to flush him out into the open, and he'll happily fight back. ZTR to close out to survive. And GamerLegion, I think now, surviving the test of PVISION. That challenge into the B site that caught them off guard once, sure. But after Hypex's op shot, they have not looked in that rearview mirror. And stringing 3 rounds in a row, keeping PVISION at bay with only 3 to their name.
Yeah, Ash has that stress ball in his hand and he's not even squeezing it right now. That's super solid movements from his team again this round protocols-wise. I like when it starts off with a pick play. It's not even that committal, but just staying alive after peeking blue. That killed 30 seconds off the clock, them looking for Hypex and where he fell off to. And then when he rotated around, he kept everything flowing, right? I mean, it was just a nice current for him and his path back to the site, out towards long, leaving Rez, going back. So they were always working on something without ever being in danger. That's why I think GamerLegion right now are in control. Back to B.
Uh-oh. Line though, great flashbangs. Tech9's charging in, grabbing guns all the while. PR down and up with a second. Turns it around as the gun goes dry. Back to the 2v2, P250 not ideal for Jame. He's looking for a weapon, checking out his shoes. And ZTR strikes while he's distracted. Nada pops the head of Rez, and it's right there for the taking. But ZTR comes up clutch. Woo. A multi-frag for the IGL of GamerLegion and frustration on the other side.
Yeah, another 3K and a lot of confusion it looks like from PVISION. And Noda is getting a lot of damage on his teammate somehow. I mean, the last one was a molly, so that might not have been his fault. Double tech line entry like this should be very damning, but PR second kill, check this out.
Clotheslines AW. ZTR got dinked, but it's through the cement. That's an AK dink survived. Game of millimeters. PR taking control of short, lets them know that he's in here. It's going to cause other protocols to come through from PVISION, or they skip those steps and just slam their way through Monster. Fire fades, 2 ahead of the smoke already.
He didn't see him?
ZT ate it, and then he still regains vision with players surpassing ZTR into the kill feed again with a double kill. Stepping up to the plate, potential 3rd back-to-back. He's got him stuck here on the pillar. AW gives himself space.
Wow.
ZTR, double, triple kills back-to-back.
Yeah, mad impact. And there was a round with a retake earlier on the A site that went wrong. That's when they lost. And still, without that, they have crushed on this half. Super solid on the B defenses. This is crazy. I mean, this is a little bit fortunate. Obviously, Towson totally blind, and then I think he knows that players are running by, but he just wants to hit the first thing on his screen. He knows he's going to die. Let me just get one as quickly as I can, and my teammates got the rest. Last round of the half. They've done this run boost. This for 1 ticket damage.
This is what served as that activation for PVISION last round. They're going to try it again. Nope, never mind. Just util over top.
Try to draw out some mollies and nades and an overreaction, but I think all the while, like, you have the run boost on the short, so they get that for free. Even though it's supposed to be this full B exec, you still have Rez. Got con control. That's a lot of map control here for the CT side, so they can fake this exec, but I don't think the CTs are too nervous about it.
PR takes it in his terms. Tiptoes back to the site. Fire at their feet, forcing them inwards, and PR gets clotheslined. Towson, though, hangs on, trades back and forth. Khalil spray a little too long. ZTR survives, man, having a fantastic half at this point. 15-6, best performing player in the server at the moment.
He's crushing.
But all while that B fight goes down, they've left A open for the taking. And AW is gonna walk his way in, find it for free, and call that bomb from Jame off of long to come plant.
It's actually a pretty complicated situation. If you hear the smokes and things, you know the T's are above you. Rotating it from CT can sometimes take longer than even going around all the way to stairs. You got to be so careful. But they smoke CT. They're going to take some risks and just walk by things. And let's see if they set up a flash to go through this. A nade to assist. The ZTR, eat 'em up.
Make that 3 triple kills back to back to back. GamerLegion survived James' test early. They thought maybe by forcing down B, they'd get through that defense, but an excellent CT side.
North of London Centre of Production. Take the farmers, bro. Take.
Regardless of whether you had faith in GamerLegion or not, I don't think you anticipate ZTR popping off to the degree that he just did. A triple kill, back to back to back to close out that half, and with it, it's 6 rounds in a row for GamerLegion's CT side. So justifiable map pick, and I mean, always impressive when you can shut Jame out of a T side on Overpass.
Oh, totally. I mean, ZTR's come such a long way, it looks like, both as a caller, now as a fragger under pressure. That was such a standout half from him. So many great moments. 6-round gap, and a pistol that would mean the world to PVISION, who know they could do better on Overpass.
James shuffling some pieces here within A site. GamerLegion are not wasting time, slowly getting closer. That's presence shown. And as the pistol jump over the boxes comes out, Jello's
Did he
got
clear that
fast
properly?
Oh, it's labored, but he gets there with 2.
Ooh.
Jame collects another one as well, so it's a total stuff of GamerLegion on the attack.
It's a big mistake by Rez. He had it blind totally, looked in that direction, didn't see him, didn't take the shot.
So PR sent back with the P250. PVISION gonna give themselves the best chance possible with a CT pistol win. Down he goes.
They'll get it.
Not a Popson, but yeah, that one corner goes unchecked, and it comes back to haunt them.
For some teams, Overpass, T side, you know, you take what you get. But we have high expectations for GamerLegion to put together a solid game plan right now on their map pick versus what will be a very strong CT side of the PVISION, especially off the back of this pistol.
Counter-terrorists win.
Nice, bro. All good. Let's do the force.
These are the rounds that matter.
GamerLegion coming through with the force buy. Just waiting out those first PVISION smokes. The kind of setup from PVISION too to get early warnings, whether that's Jame towards long spotting or Zello here by bathrooms. The question will be if GamerLegion see something, do they try to charge it down? You know, what kind of pace is behind first contact? Also, how close can they get? That's a T-smoke at the front of the site that Zello wants to take a look around. But he's now walking into that lethal range for the Tech 9s.
I don't know.
He'll kill Towson by shooting through them. That's good damage on Hypex as well, but I mean, AW is working with a P250. Maybe all it needs. Jame, they look to have let him go, so he emerges out from the smoke with a double kill. And while his teammates may have died at the bomb site, PR gets cleaned up trying to push down Dumpster. They kill two and forget about that third.
Yeah.
Hilariously, same corner.
I know. Just off the corner of that smoke. Getting in front of that lurk smoke was quite a risky move. Obviously, we saw them giving up a gun, but what they were lucky about was that scaling flash didn't work when they tried to get into the site. Should have blinded AW, and I think the second one was good, but just late.
I respect this. GamerLegion coming out with Desert Eagles as they save. We'll give them all the time in the world to see if they can catch the Juandigs.
Yeah, that is interesting. It's the, making every round expensive. It's just, it is so important. James sitting on $7,500 and still has that MP9. No one loves money more than Jame.
Really happy to just let GamerLegion get close again. Up through bathrooms on the brink of making contact with Jame. Ooh, that's what we're looking for.
Goodness.
James got a problem though, but beautiful turnaround, 180 into Hypex. Still, that's an MP9 given over and an M4 earned.
They'll pick up some utility. They got Noda on this M4.
It's a huge Desert Eagle shot from Rez to kickstart this move forward, and that's the thing, right? You let them get that close.
PR's upgraded gun, that's what I meant to say.
1D just throws them in. PR can't manage to hang on to it, and the MP9 hits the ground. Good recovery coming through from AW. Towson would have to go lights out for this one. Bomb covered up as well, but there's no kit here between the three. No way he hits this, right? It's gonna have to be spam into the smoke, but he's not shooting the right spot. He thinks the bomb's to the right side, so he was never gonna find that.
Wow,
and
that's
it's
so
gonna be
close.
PVISION to come out with the defuse, recovering after the Res 1D from downtown.
Without that smoke, it's a whole different round. What an awesome shot from Rez.
You let him get this close though, right? It's
Yeah.
one thing if he hits that from the side of bathroom, so much less likely, but Jame let them get that close. So play dangerous games, and luckily for you, AW ready to bail it all out. So first gun round for GamerLegion. That lead gets cut in half. By the time they put hands on rifles for the attack, better make the most of it now that you're finally here. Trying to pull out some tricks, but nobody home.
Yeah, no one playing wood wall on this setup. Sometimes you see those nades, you start transitioning over to playing for more control of it actively. And yeah, they'll start to move over now. It's just the best spot to be in on the site. It's so, even though you can spam it, it's just got so much utility.
Ultranuk back in.
Beautiful.
Oh, clean shots on the edge of it. Full vision the whole time. Totally stuffs them. GamerLegion gonna be feeling like they just fell absolutely flat on that attempt. Yikes.
See, they try to soften up that spot, which almost, you know, implies that they're going to try to attack it too, and that's the gamble that PVISION wanted to believe in as well, and it's just right. It's hard to argue against trying those double nades every once in a while, though, because you can just straight up get a kill and win the round in the same breath. But that'll be it for this one for GamerLegion. They didn't even have to see Jame this one.
Talk about getting stuffed, man. They barely did damage back the other direction.
Yeah.
And there was a third player behind them, but with the nature of the first two, I don't blame them for not following the other troops.
Counter-terrorists win.
Certainly not the most convincing attack from GamerLegion. Again, set up by Tricks, right? The double nade and whatnot. Can't say the effort wasn't there, but Bolchanok never flashed.
Je doet like draw, ik kan daar niet tegen.
Just leans on him. Flawless CT side so far. 4 rounds straight out of PVISION. The last time Ash took a pause, that's when suddenly we had GamerLegion not lose a round thereafter. Let's see what he's got to do to rally the troops.
And it looks like he's using the full timeout here. The stand doesn't cover his mouth now when he's doing the tack pauses.
You did once early,
okay.
Yeah, but
right.
not all of them.
But he knows you're casting, so he wants to be careful about that too.
There's got to be layers.
You can read that.
You know, sometimes maybe it's worth sharing to the world. Those are probably false signs. He wants you to read his lips.
He is that smart.
Got to keep him guessing. Guessing as to what Ash has tried to get them to do is now James' next question.
Yeah, let's see if this round becomes a YouTube video.
How I crushed noobs at the Budapest Major. Gets eerily quiet down to the B site. 50 seconds into this round, and there's not even been damage dealt, so drop another smoke and let that clock keep ticking. This front bathroom smoke would create a question for Zello if he wasn't holding this spot, but it's just Rez moving forward, not clearing corners.
That kind of spoils it a little bit.
It's
That's
cost
too
him
much
before.
vision.
It's going to cost them again because Bolchanok's happy to just sit here and try to hold you back again.
I'm not going to lie, if it wasn't embarrassing, you'd just save in this spot. It's just losing Rez that early with that much vision.
Trying to flash through. They get him to watch it. Nada there, though, ready to slide forward as his teammate needs help. 8W sees contact short side. Oh, Nate dunked on Nada. That's good damage. You've got 2 of these defenders low, but it's Jame to come out and support it. Off from the heavens makes the difference, and they hold 4 strong. Flawless CT side here for PVISION continues.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's not like Rez takes an enormous risk, but if he doesn't die, they never turn the corner and see that bathrooms is totally open. Like, this view is perfect. And with that kill, suddenly everything changes. They get the smoke down, the 2 players to defend, and yeah, it's just like it's sort of just like a fool's errand, but you've got too many players, you're too close to the exact, you've got too much utility, you're just gonna go 99% faith and just see. Hopefully we get 2 lucky kills, but PVISION got a kill in just the right moment with the right amount of vision. And in this game, information is king.
James been posted out here, but hasn't really been tested too much. This round looks no different, just a straight flashbang over. Not enough to convince him he's got to leave. Not with, again, a player leaning out forward on the bathrooms. Yellow seems just happy to keep doing his own thing over there. They'll try that double nade again, because that was where Nada just slid out into them later in the round. a round to go. But with nobody home, they then try to pounce on this, and they exit out through Monster with strong numbers. Smoke towards that barrels. Belchanok peeling away. AW comes through with yet another multi-frag, dives into the cover as well. It's weapons retrieved somewhat. Brez grabs a gun, but unfortunately loses a teammate and that bomb possession behind him. And as they jump around, it seems they've lost track of his position.
They still got vision on the bomb, right? Still, yeah, just up there, waiting. Rez, tough spot. AK in hand. Can he try to isolate some duels? That's all he's looking for at first, and maybe he can do that.
James gone back to heaven. AW to the left side. Rez slides into him. Can't even win that duel. So triple kill AW. Multi-frags coming out of him from this CT side, serving as a great support piece to this B bomb site.
But let me tell you why I like that attack, because even though they use double nades again, it doesn't matter if someone's there or not. This time, they can actually swing while the nades land, so no one can move into that spot later like PVISION have been doing, which means that players coming out have more confidence. That player's either softened up or there's no one there at all. They start swinging. They actually made more progress with those lighter guns than they have with full rifles on previous rounds.
Suddenly we're talking about a tied game. PVISION on a CT side and slotting in comfortably, huge economy behind them. GamerLegion have tried different timings to this B site, but they have faltered every time they take at it. Yellow no longer in bathrooms, eats a team flash, but gets Towson's head before, and now on the retreat. He knows this is not a free exit, supported though by a teammate towards the bathrooms. He's gotten away.
Still guts away somehow.
Great dink though, back the other direction, and while that happens, PR takes a step out through the Monster. Bomb is over towards T-spawn, so this is all just for frag. The last bullet in that mag hits Belchanok between the eyes, and this is going to cause PVISION to panic. They don't know he doesn't have bomb, but they'll find him, and they'll clear this site before any support comes in.
My goodness, could have played it safe, gone under heaven, but still, what a moment there for PR. Doesn't look like they'll be able to convert this, but maybe Hypex can change that in the odds. Redstone's going to catch this flank, and now suddenly they have option to go to either site.
They're going to commit to the A play.
AW's got a hard decision to make.
There's a world.
Wait, the bomb is going.
There is a world where he cuts this off, but he's going to have to make a certain amount of risk to try to find the timing.
Rez has to just come back and cover.
Going the wrong way. AW heads outside of the B site. He'll find nothing for his efforts, and GamerLegion slow this one down, only to then pick it up because PR gets a second kill with the last bullet in that gun.
That was so filthy.
Last shot.
Yeah, for those of you who are familiar with PR, there he is. The guy that can get rifle multis like that. And, well, still a 1v2, actually. Entirely possible, so we've sped up a bit here from AW.
I like the move.
And you know what? Why are they not totally ready for this option this early?
The fact that he slid into
Please tell me they're somewhat ready for this option.
He's going to see the barrel. He's going to find the second. He's going to know where they're both at. Rez pops up with the instant headshot, the only way to save that.
Why were they not kind of ready for that option?
AW, gotta give it respect, man. He's
sneaky.
It's crazy that he's found impact from the bottom of the scoreboard. He's still 9 and 12. All that impact down on B site, the guy is 9 and 12.
Last bullet.
Nasty headshot, you know. PR trying to make a run for opener of the year. Tough competition, but still just to have your name in the conversation of top 3, maybe.
Yeah, we get it. It was a little high. Trying to hit someone jumping.
J-Raz is a real critic. Takes GamerLegion 7 rounds, but they get there first on the attack. Just when PVISION's hype was growing, celebrations every round prior. This time they try to clear it, but Yellow's still able to kill Rez.
Dude, he's nice in those 50-50s.
Just happy to sit on these angles, slides out, kills the offer. It's a double kill for him. Jame on the bomb site's gonna be another nuisance for the GamerLegion as they go down 2v4.
How does he stay calm?
We've got PR opping, but
He's got the better angle.
Jame on the other side.
Oh, too fast.
Not an opper, more of an entry. PR's missed shot. It's going to keep PVISION's A defense on high alert. AW leans back to Optimus corner. He'll let him walk around it, and as they do, it's Towson down empty-handed. PR, it's a valuable save, but still taking a look at this, clipping Jame, and now knowing he's got to go for the save. They've got to exit. Money in shambles. That was the one round of GamerLegion, a round prior, and right back to a tied game as PVISION's CT side continues to thrive.
My goodness, man, I swear, picking Overpass is like being into BDSM.
Counter-terrorists win.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's
Fun to watch. Sorry, where were you going?
the second part. It's painful.
Oh. You know, it's not the first time this season either that this map pick of GamerLegion has kind of come back to serve up an issue. I think it's the nature of being a team that thinks they want to play Overpass all the time.
Yeah. Of course, Mastermind Ash wanted to do this.
It's still just wild to me that this is GamerLegion's map pick. PVISION starts T-side.
They're like, yeah.
Get it out of the way because they believed in this second half ability to come back, and so far they've delivered what they need to.
Didn't even catch that. They really picked T-side. Huh.
According to HLTV. Hypex on the prowl. Jame not gonna let you just walk up behind that for free.
Where did Towson get ding? Oh, he's up, boosted up on short. Little warning message. Towson just crouches, but plans to pop up again. I guess might as well. You got a headshot angle. Doink.
Pistols around you to try to flood in. Hypex is op on short. Oh, but Rez dying again. The Zello Rez head-to-head outside of bathrooms has to be skewed so far Zello's way.
Nuts. Yeah.
And while Hypex continues to get these deeper angles, it's going to be GamerLegion desperate to get into the B site. Total monster control for PVISION. AW yet again here for impact. As this CT side's gone on, he's found his moments in this bomb site, and Hypex is just forced to go back to the save. PVISION take the lead, and they even clear him out with the wall bang. It is salt in the wound, insult to injury. PVISION 2 from the win.
That's nuts, man. That op going down really sucks. That's just so much value lost. This makes this very PVISION favorite. Leave the Jame to come out of nowhere with 4 new demons in CS2. Ready to frag. Wow, nice spam. It's a hype moment for them. And this half is not all on Hypex. You know, on T-side op, you're going to get what you can. Maybe in post plants, you'll have a really good impact. But like even on post plants, it's not like Inferno. The op is not everything. This one's going to be more on the riflers to do the legwork. Not even worth saving for that. You know, T-side op, Overpass, you know, just pick it up if you win a round maybe. But, or if you have a super solid plan for it. But yeah, honestly, even when we look at GamerLegion in general, like they never are very op-centric.
That's been kind of the one lacking element of their game, right? That's why they've tried to rotate the role. Leaving it behind here for the 22nd round of play.
It's a generational CT side here from PVISION.
It's just another day in the office for Jame.
Picking T-side is crazy. It is absolutely mental.
Jame is crazy.
You know what he probably said? He said, we normally will pick it, so we want to play the side we're used to starting on.
Sure.
Some crazy shit like that.
Some just Jame quote. Another one for the road. Strike fear in the hearts of GamerLegion by taking the harder road, and, well, they've stepped up to the challenge. You know, nobody could blame PVISION's young riflers, 3 of which at least under 20 years old at their very first major, coming in and being nervous out of the gate, letting Huns get away with good starts. But it's about finding your comfort zone, and that I feel as though they have achieved in this map alone. Whether that'll be enough to fuel this series win, or even map win, is a question. But a frag to pop that open, still spotting nobody. It is all 5 of GamerLegion's players ready to go. All in on this bomb site. Jame clips Rez in the background. AW eats that flash. It's another multi-kill from ZTR, but Yellow dominates bathrooms. He lets them go by, shoots them in the back, and Hypex emerging out from long with 20 seconds. This is such a tough clutch. He'll clear the bathrooms player first. Doesn't know that there's one on the dumpster. 10 to the clock.
This could be a good move, but can he get him out?
Forces him backwards, gets the second, but Belchanok buys his time, comes out when he needs to, and stops it in its tracks for PVISION's 12.
Damn, Zello is just unstoppable when it comes to A. His scoreline's not even that impressive, but the efficacy he's had on CT side in this spot, whether it's killing Rez, dipping in and out of bad situations, it's actually remarkable. Him and Noda put it together. Some massive plays back to back to back. I mean, the round GamerLegion 1 was great, but it's been a while. Last idea, potentially. They don't have the HEs to soften up the wood wall. PVISION are calling that out, finally starting with this setup. And look how heavily they're leaning. This is a perfect angle to show us how much emphasis they're putting on the one idea that GamerLegion started off this half trying to abuse.
Belchanok eats the flash. That'll queue up Nada. He's only able to get the one. AW again. Into the cover of the pillar, pressure from both sides, returns back to the gunfight, deals a bunch of damage, and then leaves it on Ziello and Jame to try to end the game here.
And the bomb doesn't have to cross.
Ziello pushes out, sees the barrels is clear, gets popped open the top of that smoke. Ziello inching inwards, gets the headshot onto Hypex, caught with a nade in hand. You've got Jame in the clutch to try to close this.
ITO.
CTR has played a great game, but he goes for a huge reposition. James got a smoke and a flash and an M4 kit already on his back. He's going to cover up the bomb, and he's going to try to cause a bit of panic. Jame on top of this, sticking it all the while. ZTR spams through, the Galil shot's hit. We go one round further.
Okay, good thing he didn't assume that this would be a fake with that smoke going down. Would have been too long of a round, it felt like, I think, to Jame. Man, when he ran and cleared that, I felt like he was calling ZTR out so hard, but thankfully for him, again, the man who has been carrying on frags for most of this game.
That nade switch is going to haunt Yellow if they're not able to close in regulation.
Yeah, didn't expect them to be doubled up on the pillar, but definitely should have been.
And they're going to go for tempo straight.
This one's even faster.
All in, all in. Belchanok dead already with nothing to show for it. His two teammates in sight, about to get swarmed from all sides. Not an AW, still hanging on, but not for much. And Ziello is quickly, very quickly, into the side of this bomb site. But GamerLegion hit that pause button, and they put a smoke in front of him. He lets him know where he is.
Now this is a moment where they could try to push back into CT or just wait while they have time and get this bomb planted. They don't even need technically a good post plant to win this round.
Jame then announces himself, so that's both CTs using utility. This is going to be GamerLegion with a good idea as what's going on, but that first fake plant gets Jame wide into the open. Critically missed shot. A team kill to make this interesting.
No.
But the barrel's peak should be good. Townsend ends up there. The ball's on ZTR to go for the all-in B rush.
That's crazy.
When you've had PVISION starting their 3 stacks.
I know. After that last round, they call and they go even faster. A ballsy maneuver, but it does the job. They've officially survived it.
In GamerLegion's dying breaths of a T-side, they pulled 2 rounds consecutive out of the hat, 23rd and 24th.
I love it. I mean, they had so many players alive at the end. It really proved a point there.
Exactly.
Yeah, now it's hype. Now we see what happens in overtime. Yeah, every round in overtime is going to be so sensitive. We've now seen so much strength here at the end of the game from GamerLegion. And on the overall CT side from PVISION. But they're right, they have to go to something new. They squeezed out as many yards as they could with those plays, repeating them, just getting closer and closer to that goal line. But they know that's probably not going to work again. Not right away, at least.
It's Yellow Jame combo again. Full volley of utility, gets that op flustered instantly. Oh, okay, Towson turns on him. Again, that corner goes unchecked, but a beautiful reaction for man advantage. What's supposed to be the post plant.
Ooh, yeah, that might be it. In terms of the odds right now, this is a very tough retake.
Already coming out from the bank, though. AW, no fear at this one. Fire goes beyond him. He's ahead of that. Will it catch anybody from GamerLegion off? He slides into the APC fight. Rez holds that line. Towson waits for his.
They don't even think there's any point.
PVISION gonna go for the
It's
save.
just too hard. You can't just lose one guy. The A site on Overpass, and a team that comes in barely using utility so early in the round, and they immediately exec on you. This is huge for GamerLegion. 11, 12, and 13 here on T side. And they'll get a lead.
Something fresh from GamerLegion as well, right? How many times has James sat on long, waiting for contact, never saw a soul?
Yeah.
Maybe at times a stray flashbang.
Oh, this reaction, man, this is it.
This time we get that big setup, nades over top, and GamerLegion just slice right through.
Like, is that the first time Yellow's died without a kill? And it had to be that way.
Yeah.
He knows he got unlucky.
Honestly.
He had the drop on Towson.
He's been so consistent in holding bathrooms. He's got Rez's head on a spike. It's a crazy shot.
It was crazy, very crazy.
And that's why it missed.
You reckon?
I think so.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion. Looking for Jame. Again, he's played that flower box a lot throughout this half, but they're going to change it up.
This guy's littering utility everywhere.
Pick up your trash, brother. Yellow instead has been in the site since the start. This is one of the more passive plays. You know, he gets stuffed once. He dies one time outside of bathrooms, and Jame pulls him back. Takes up the responsibility himself. He better be careful. Ooh, jump spotted. That's going to be multiple bodies confirmed towards long. Jame wants to stick around in bathrooms. That's why. Ahead of the smoke, he'll catch Towson off guard with that position. Man advantage, PVISION. Jame, though's got to be worried about that long attack coming through, and sure enough, they'll pitch perfectly to the bathrooms. M1 spray is good. They also force the fight outside of Dumpster. ZTR back in with 2 headshots on 5 health. Bomb scooped up, and he would love to put this down for PR on the bathrooms, but that flank comes in from Belchanok. And so ZTR demanded of him and yet another multi. He'll be blindsided as Yellow gets a triple climbing over top the cans.
Another monster round out as Yellow. I can't believe he's getting these sprays. There look like some bullets missed there from both teams, definitely. Some struggle sprays, a very intense game, very intense moment. They both know they could win Overpass at this point. And we're really seeing that happen as this A-site hit unfolds. James stands no chance, but right here, Rez couldn't finish off this trade. And if Zell's given a little bit of space, he multis, guaranteed. He's really standing out. I'm glad his scoreline is finally starting to reflect that, because he was basically even on KD, but he wasn't really taking a lot of risks. It's just mostly been the CT side for the bounce back. Rez gonna need some revenge, man. And I don't know if it's, oh, he might find it here. Oh, never mind. Has no idea Zell is out there. Nearly catches Jame, but doesn't take the swing early enough.
Rez hates this kid.
Yeah, he's probably not having any fun right now.
He's died from so many different angles as well. That bathroom tuck in more than others, but gotta give Yellow props, man. He's kept it fresh. And I feel like that's what you have to when you're in the school of Jame. Even last round playing within the A site for the first time.
That's a tag. And that nade actually, woohoo, he got it.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Alley-oops himself, follows up to the PR kill, and Jame, with teammates behind him, is comfortable enough to keep that op pressure on. 2 rounds for PVISION CT side.
What happens next?
Well, we gotta find out.
We gotta find out. Stick around. GamerLegion getting their 1 here on T side. It's nice they got it right away. Just a brand new setup to catch him off guard. Nice round out of Jame, man.
It's crazy that in overtime, Jame pulls 2 new setups out of the hat.
Yeah.
3 rounds on that CT side, 2 fresh looks of an A defense, and both of them catch GamerLegion off guard.
Wait till you see what he got up his sleeves.
Is he wearing sleeves?
And then he's got pockets too.
Ooh, he does have sleeves on.
Don't make him take off his shoes now.
That's where he keeps the rabbits. Now looking rabid, I'm wondering about Yellow and this rifle core and what the hell this T side's gonna look like.
So as Ash looks like.
Leave it to Jame to do something crazy. Between Yellow, Nada, Jame himself. Starting to step up to a whole new degree. There's movement on that site, but nobody's stepping down into the scope just yet. Boy, wallbang's good. Barely though, 7 damage. Caused Yellow to panic. Smoke lands at a minute 15. Ops shot through, letting him know that Jame is posted outside of the B site.
Yellow waits for his chance to strike. It's getting comfortable. Now they got to be careful not to just transition too quickly or loosely with Zello this close to taking a peek. All the riflers ready. I feel like GamerLegion don't look that ready.
Yeah, right, PR better keep it sharp. They're worried about Monster, but then that short play comes through. Rez has got the double. PR unable to hold them back. It's an AW double entry. Sees the player just outside of heaven and another down in water. So they've got these GamerLegion positions confirmed. What they don't know about is that Hypex flank, but coming in from behind on connector with an op is going to take time. So for now, ZTR has to hold and he'll drop with nothing. Rez, 2 kills already to his name, but with 15 health left over, has to go passive.
Hypex could be the spear to change this.
Oh, he hits it. AW peeled off, and
what a shot!
Second into the head of Jame. Beautiful stuff from Hypex. Better late than never. Rez's smoke up in heaven keeps him out of this.
He's pushing through.
Once, catches the second, but then there's not a second peak and time expires.
It had to be the instant plant, and he was just a moment off of getting that in. What a shot out of Hypex.
Unreal. That headshot onto Jame, unreal. Oh, and Rez does get revenge on Yellow as smoke pops in front of him. Clock at 4 seconds.
I don't know if he has a time with the animation. So close. Wasted a second trying to get that defuse in the first place. Anyone's game. Always love looking at the map control that GamerLegion get here on CT side.
Have to get really close though. All this long control, now suddenly PVISION.
Full exec's coming. Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna crank that dial with Rez going down in connector. There's a ton of pressure here for the bathrooms hold. Hypex just gave us a fireworks show, 1 round to go. Turns it back. Oh,
yeah,
it's the kill from Nada. Just puts it in between the eyes. Belchanok, late play out from Party. 2 kills to his name, tons of damage on Towson, lets him know where they're at. And he's gonna run off to the hills. That is PVISION feeling like they had enough control with long and whatnot to just suddenly crank that dial to the commitment.
That's a cool new exec as well. I mean, throwing nades from so far back and being ready to full swing into the site, that's not easy to set up. They found the opportunity and they executed. And obviously a beautiful 2K from Noda to help out. That's a nasty second shot on the op waiting for him after Hypex's last round. He probably thought he was on for a 3K.
Terrorists win.
Also so secured that whole time with long because Belchanok doing his job so well from here. Stuffing the first player, letting the second out through the stairs, making sure there is no flank, no life whatsoever for GamerLegion's hopes of flanking.
All good. I can drop on it.
Belchanok on the ball.
There's still such a huge probability of a second overtime in this position. You know, getting this T round is one thing, but the thing is PVISION nearly pulled out that first round of OT as well. If not for Hypex's flick, it gets really scary. It feels like they're the team that are getting better as this match progresses, and GamerLegion aren't getting worse, but it's just that PVISION are just catching up, getting more comfortable, getting more dangerous.
3rd round in the 5 rounds of overtime as well, where PVISION do something different. No denying that Jame and Dostan off these top pauses have definitely kept GamerLegion on their toes. Remember what got us to overtime? GamerLegion straight up B-rush. That's the mastermind that was CTR. James got different looks. Spam not on the mark.
Well, we know the exact stats coming this time around. We have had GamerLegion like survey the scene over on A well enough and in time to catch them when they've tried this before. But there's no rifler over on A this time. It's Hypex. Nice one from PR. Yeah, great flash.
That kill is just made so easy. And that's like the smallest sigh of relief if you're GamerLegion.
Oh, they thought about it.
Right.
They thought about it, and to be honest, it wouldn't have been a bad move.
But it's so hard to justify it. They might just, they might just go through still.
Okay.
Even playing off the timing, and guess what? It's still not a bad time to do it. You've got a lot of bodies here, sure, but they've leaned back and they've got nades in hands. They're not ready for you to be on top of this site that quick. They try to set it ablaze. Towson looking to take cover.
They got heaven smoked.
Hoping to dodge flashes that finally start to come over. Big barrels push, and it is PVISION to take man advantage. It's PVISION to take a post plant. You can hear the franticness in their voices as they decided to go through that monster smoke. Last time Hypex on this very same flank thrived, but he did it when there were still teammates up to work off of. And less PVISION players, Jame is the one to put it on ice. What a close here for PVISION. GamerLegion's map pick, PVISION start T-side, 3 rounds, and they run that defensive half all the way back. GamerLegion's best efforts and a huge individual level from ZTR. But at the end of the day, Jame has his way, keeps things fresh in overtime and closes.
Coming out from where they found success in Overpass was the explosive, outer spawn calls. Ancient as a map allows for that too. You can rush B, you can rush A, you can play out of spawn if you want to. That's where they found the success, and I think that's where they'll find the success versus PVISION as well.
Sink or swim time. It's Ancient and potentially the last foray for GamerLegion here in Budapest.
It's time for GamerLegion to come alive or Time for them to go home, Longers.
I say it like that.
Because it's a real potential threat. PVISION have been powering up as this major's gone on. PVISION no longer looking as nervous as they did in their first outing versus the Huns.
No longer just potential.
And PVISION showing us real individual promise in that last map as they took the hardest road. Kicking it off T-side, 3 T rounds on Overpass was enough. And now they're on their map pick of Ancient.
That was a great map of Overpass looking back. Kind of had it all. It was a very good game from GamerLegion, absolutely, and just equivalently good, just a little bit better out of PVISION. And now they get to have some fun. They get Ancient.
CTR pressured off of the bomb site. That's going to be a plant in a second. PR actually ends up stealing a kill off site.
Bomb has been planted.
And as Rez comes in for the flank, he's got Jame's head. Oh, Nada back in with a double. That's going to kind of bolster Belchanok so that he can go to the A main fight, but instead it's an edge back the other direction.
No way he's still alive.
Cielo dropped with nothing, and Nada has wrapped all the way around. Low health on 2, defusing this bomb. It's a 10-second stick. Everybody's tagged. He's got to get these kills, and they're not going to let him back in. It's a Towson triple for GamerLegion's CT pistol win.
I was holding my breath with the HP bars left over, and the 2 kills that came inside of Temple, that was really nice. You know, it feels like what PR can do. A lot of players on PVISION are, you know, can put up rounds very similar to that. We talk about Zello, and obviously in that spot, Noda as well. I mean, Noda was up there. We didn't talk about him quite as much, but on Overpass, he had some big multis too. But still, GamerLegion overall got the trades, got the space, had that big flank coming into this pistol, pick up and secure the round. Start this one off right. You know what? This might not be the best setup versus this attack that's very close to the doorway. Oh, he shouldered it. Oh, yeah.
That AK get close.
Not liking that.
Scout now at this range. Had a chance, but Jame dropped. Good angle for Hypex. Hangs on so that his teammates can move forward with him, but they're met by fire. Rez gets ahead of that. Ciello's gonna go deep around the side. Signs up for a fight he can't manage to win. AW says, no, we're going in. And as he does, they get cleaned up outside of the temple. Belchanok, nowhere to be found, has gone for the wrap around the world. Seeing as that was a T-side smoke, why would they ever expect him to be on the other side? Because main smoked, and, well, there's nothing he can do about this.
It's like, look at this, I got the perfect lineup. Nope. No chance of winning that one. Very good cover when they're coming out of Temple. They try to put so much pressure on Rez. I like it with the molly behind him. He knows he can't fall back. He's reloading. They definitely could have won the round, but yeah, again, a little risky on the setup from GamerLegion. It's okay to like play retake on A. There's nothing wrong with that, but the way that Famas is so far back, shouldering it, not the best guns, not the most utility coming into this round, definitely looked really scary.
Hey, run back mid, run back mid. Nice.
But they had it under control once again.
Wait, I need a gun.
2-0 versus 8 plays.
AK saved, but PR doesn't seem too worried about it. He'll take a duel on his terms, and luckily for him, doesn't find that rifle on the other side. Just a Jame. Just a Jame.
Just a Jame.
Just a Jame.
Just a regular old Jame.
Homemade Jame. Spread it on your croissant.
Jame's like a pluribus. He's everywhere at once.
Oh.
It's in everyone's minds.
I can't get enough of the guy. Zello is boxed in, whether he knows it or not. Oh, he's actually getting away from that, huh? Yeah, ZTR just puts a smoke down over towards lane.
They love letting these plants go down. Let's see if they do again.
AW's got the cover of the site boxes.
Uh-oh.
Belchanok, that AK's back in.
No way, they lost control of this situation.
It's crazy to me that Zello was allowed to leave that lane. You know, ZTR, he smoked it off, and then he lost vision of that. That's what ultimately cost them the donut player. You could have had Zello wrapped up this whole time. Instead, he's got an M4 deep inside of the donut. Jumping MP9 will best him. We switch back to the site where Rez and Towson connect. And there was a lot of damage done throughout this process. Nada gets cleared by Towson, so it's
just
another
rocket
one.
Retakes, though.
Yeah, but why you gotta make it so hard on yourselves?
I know. I don't like those situations that they're going into.
You keep giving these bomb plants over. PVISION keep coming through with an AK, some bells, some whistles.
Mm-hmm. A couple of guns.
The bomb just keeps going down. Dangerous stuff, man. Letting that Tech 9 get the better of Hypex.
Yeah.
Almost feel like ZTR should not have smoked that.
You're standing in CT and you're standing in Donut, and you know the site's getting taken. It's got to be a little tighter than that, but they get out of it. And at the end of the day, it is 3 rounds retaking A, all successful for PVISION.
It is confidence-building rounds, however, for GamerLegion and for PVISION. There's good things to be said for both sides. But the rounds belong to GamerLegion so far, and we get PVISION first real rifle round. No contest on the mid-hold. Nada happy to just walk around, climb up boxes, and look to join forces as PVISION are going to be strong towards this B side of the map. Careful with the nade out, Towson. Zello tries to jump him. Oh, him and Belchanok
Those
kill
are
a
filthy
piece.
entries.
Incredibly quick to the second one, and that is just enough to send GamerLegion running for the hills. No
Man,
retake attempt this time.
Switching to the knife to get an extra 3 milliseconds of speed to switch back and turn that corner.
Gross.
That's actually what made the difference.
PR's got one for the road, trying to rack up costs here. Don't want PVISION getting away with all those bomb plants and the first rifle round with 5 players alive. That's too much to give over, so he's willing to risk it himself. And damn well worth it. And you get out of here and you've secured yourself majority on your side. PVISION still survive with 3. But they have put that bomb down constantly. They have kept GamerLegion on their toes, and they took that B-bomb site in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, they just showed you on that corner, even if you spot perfectly, you just cannot survive. You're going to get run down. They got to be careful about that next time. That's a feather in the cap of PVISION, who were quite obsessed with A there for a second. Touch of damage from that HE coming over B. Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's not afraid of this.
They're ready for all of these spots. That's one thing, that's for sure.
Makes me feel like PVISION are very prepared to be playing Ancient.
Yeah.
Justifies the pick.
They know where you're going to be standing in GamerLegion. Nothing's for free. You got to stay active. Got to be careful, because even though, yeah, like if they want to set up a new B play right now, okay, GamerLegion are going to make a move, which is good. It feels like they were about to just gear up and run up the ramp in the same way. They could blow it open if they want to.
Rez tries to spam through. Good shots from Towson. And Rez then reopens his side of the bomb site by peeking in off those 2 kills. Good commitment from Rez to help out.
They needed to have that double naded or run through as soon as the smoke came up. It's obviously such a standard spot to be playing back there. 25 seconds. All right. Well, that was a chance for a kill, but
All right.
all right.
Yeah, dangerous one. Hypex just running around back there with his knife out.
Round's over.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Settle down now. Whenever Jame's alive, you can't be being that careless. But that one lacked a little oomph for PVISION on the exit of the ramp.
It did. You know, they needed the smoke open, but then they started strafing left to right, and
Yeah, definitely.
obviously the smoke is good.
Okay, давай middle, давай. I'm smoking mid for you. Give me effort.
So this is just a little too easy.
О, ёб твою мать, пацаны.
Limitations now. 4AW stuck to the Tech 9. We got mid-control GamerLegion. Rez is moving around this map so far. It's bode well. 5-1 his start.
How many times has he killed Cielo?
Right? That's all that matters in his mind. But this game's starting with what is the win condition of GamerLegion. You got Towson and PR top of the charts. You got Rez right there with them. That's when the job is made easier for GamerLegion, is when Rez is a part of the success. How long does it keep up, though? Nice shot at a Rez, must have been. Nada hits the ground in an instant. Jame, of course, never lets his pawns go down for free.
Oh, I got one up in Donut. The smoke from far away. So Zello, I mean, obviously if he could make presence without dying, that'd be ideal, but it's going to be hard for him to score a rotate without actually risking his death.
So the death is collected. CTR's leaning further from A for a second, and in that second, sure enough, they emerge out of main.
Yep.
PVISION, they take a look into Donut. I don't know if they'll see much. PR tucked into the corner. Jame, critical headshot. Bomb being planted, gets interrupted. Good on PR to take that deeper peek. Jame knows he's got him right there at 15. So he's gone, off, running, trying to save that off with bomb. GamerLegion losing a couple of bodies to Jame, but Jame's the only player for PVISION to piece together kills this round. So GamerLegion's winning ways continue.
This speaks to exactly how good GamerLegion were back in the first map. They look just as prepared. This is just a nice matchup, I feel like.
Very fun.
These two, yeah.
I almost wish there was room for both of them to go on.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the draws are crazy. We're looking at, you know, what can happen tomorrow, and that's how it always is at the major.
Like, I feel like both these teams, no offense, beat both Imperial and the Huns.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not going to find, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but, yeah, that's true.
That's true. At least if they bring this.
But you know what? They wouldn't be in this position if they won more.
You know what? GamerLegion don't have a bad first day. How about that? How about that?
Big box. Let's get big box.
You made your bed.
Nice, boys. Let's go. It's fuck. Guys.
Boys will be boys. Careful, you don't want to piss off Jame. He's still got that off from the last round. Hypex sitting on the line and waiting. Jame, he's got his Glock out.
He's been showing people lineups for boosts for the last two maps. As if the boosts at the major are different.
You ping right there. And then give me this one. And I mean, why not, right? Again, try to milk this for all it's worth. You are the star of the show for round 7, Jame. Single op. He's had enough boosts over towards A main, wants to take this elsewhere. Switches places with Nada after the Deagle rings out. And I mean, sometimes that Deagle shot will get GamerLegion to feel confident, go for some kind of a pick. However, Jame takes the place, and Hypex jumps the gun.
Shot so early. Saw that shadow and flipped out. And they don't have cave control, so they've actually, in this process, like really played far back. Do they have a late smoke for Banana at least? Towson's got one. I don't think they're going to be using this right now.
Towson lets him cross over. Pistols
they have a lot of control again.
Very deep into this bomb site.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, PVISION have found the way into this round.
Unfortunately, the op is in play.
Jame takes a bunch of damage, so that op's going to have to somehow thrive with only 4 points of health, or will it? Because at this point, the pistols are close enough to try to hold this off. Zello in touch, such a tough spot. Jame missed shot, boosted up over towards it, but that's fine because the pistols still connect to theirs. Zello goes in with a second, and now it's weapons retrieved. It's a round 1. Jame didn't even need to shoot the op. He just used it to carve a path across the map and find the opening on B.
This is all because Hypex shot at a shadow. They actually win that way. That's way too much space given up. they want to play retake on both sides of the map. They're just giving you more rounds that you can buy in, and well, you're risking situations like this. Oh wow, that's such a ridiculous shot from AW. There's no point in showing Jame on a replay. You have no idea if he won or lost.
Just right back to the next one. Good nade. Catches Rez jumping through the air in middle for 30 damage. Never going to be upset about that. He almost dies as he takes that deeper peek. CTR coming out from cave. Gets caught out by Nada.
That's filthy. Did that nade?
So gross.
That smoke wasn't even blown open, was it?
I don't think so.
That's actually crazy out of Noda.
That was disturbing.
It's like he basically could only see through the bullet that was shot from cave.
And well,
whoa.
I'm gonna walk through.
What, is this where it gets ugly for GamerLegion? They let that one mistake go through.
It's where it might, but they were so confident, you know, and they do have all those retakes to bank on. So
this bomb put himself in an awkward spot, but don't get blinded.
This half began with 3 back-to-back retakes out of GamerLegion. Why not try one now? You try to flush the planter off site, but Beltranok finds the kill to PR, and with it, it's going to be the PVISION round. So we could sit here and say GamerLegion had retakes coming through that they could almost do no harm.
We'll see how close they were.
And now PVISION, twice in a row, find that B bomb site with their name stamped across it.
Mm-hmm. Painful way to lose that last round and then to give up some more momentum to follow. Again, though, I want to see that shot from Nada because he, I don't think, could really see anything apart from the bullets coming back at him. There wouldn't be a reason for the CTs to blow that up. I mean, they could have, the Ts could have blown it open, but
it didn't
see it.
It just didn't also feel like it was fully open. You know, maybe that made the porthole a bit bigger, but
Я поставлю бомбу дефолт. Я на фрозе. Нарезу, Вадь. Разменять меня.
we'll never know. What we do know is at least GamerLegion in a very rough spot here. Hypex, Rez, both with their guns, but limits for the others. Ooh, this could be PVISION's chance. Again, majority of the rounds from GamerLegion retakes. Oh, that op just disappeared. James, you notice?
James noticed, like, slowly, but he did.
Curious.
But look at this. He just literally walks through. He hasn't... Wait. Okay. It still has his op, but he just walked through that smoke versus what essentially is a force-up. Could have been anything here.
Yeah, but he knows.
Just knows. Knows what space he can take. PR doesn't even think he walked by. There was no reaction to him taking the op. Why is he here with this deagle, man?
I don't know.
He's here to listen, to be the oracle.
Doesn't want the op to stick out, I suppose.
The arbiter of information.
They're going to hear this then. Stack over to the A site. I don't think PVISION commit off this. Nah, he heard all of that rotate. He knows that PR's got the op inside of Donut, and so again, they're just going to run back over to the B site. Not the first time they've done it.
It's just Sauron over here.
Just an oracle sitting in the red room.
Still hasn't moved.
Oh, but careful. 5-7 is still on this bomb site. It was the only thing still here.
James still hasn't moved.
And so they're going to rock back because he heard them also run over to that B site.
He's still here controlling everything.
And as Towson tries to move that ump around, Jame will find his kill with the deagle. Rez strikes as PR's op shot rings out. It's low health Beltranok. Rez easy pickup, gets traded back by Zello, who just can't manage to die to Rez. And that ZTR 5-7 that started it all, here to end it.
Oh my
GamerLegion back and forth and back and forth and back again as Jame is stuck to the walls.
That's comedy, man. He walked through a smoke with an op to sit there with a deagle with his face in the wall for the entire round as his teammates went back from Donut out to B, knowing he had mid cleared for them. Just run back and forth. I don't know what's funnier, that he pulled that off or they still lost because they had way better guns.
Shout out ZTR, triple kill 5-7.
Yeah, what's that?
What's wild is, you know, that whole time, GamerLegion also had a couple of guns floating out on the field, neither of which are actually very relevant compared to that 5-7.
No. ZTR is that guy today.
I mean, at no point there did Jame make the wrong call. He didn't.
No, man.
It was the
He was the Eye of Sauron. He knew exactly what was happening.
The right rotation.
Listen, all he wished is that he could have been the guy entering 2.
Sure. That a 5-7 wouldn't stop it all. This play right here. Only player on the site, by the way.
Also, am I crazy? Or when Jame pushes forward, why does he have the deagle for his duel? When he walked out and killed Hypex, who was offing with his op. I don't question Sauron.
I think he got the first kill with his op, but then he... Yeah, then he switched to his deagle. I thought it was because the barrel would stick out otherwise in that corner.
No. When he took the duel with the deagle.
The first kill of the round?
No, the second one.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one makes no sense. Versus Towson's ump? Yeah, that one makes no sense. It's just a confident guy. As are his teammates to the top of the ramp play. Haven't seen this round since it got stuffed that one time on smoke. But with no smoke, it's
fearsome on the B attack.
Full control. Honestly, it's worked out more often than it hasn't when they come up that ramp. I guess getting stuffed that one time has kind of forced them to head elsewhere for a few rounds, but they go back to what has previously worked, and lo and behold, PVISION in with a 4th.
This game is jokes, but also pretty frustrating for GamerLegion. They're still winning, but
are they?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just that Jame just takes so many points off you mentally. The way that they win rounds, that you really don't know if you're ever really winning.
Jame will beat you from the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, he punches his way out.
I just love that he hasn't changed in that regard. You know, playing versus Jame still has to remain as one of the most frustrating things in Counter-Strike.
I love that. I don't think there's any player that gets talked about more when they're playing than him.
For both good and bad reasons.
I'm glad he doesn't have like a long name.
Yeah, sure.
Вы меня слышите? Я спокойно вам говорю.
Baby squirrel.
Yeah, which is the translation for Belchanok, by the way.
Baby squirrel.
Maybe it's like Magic Boy. He drops the baby at some point.
That's the name of a Twitch clip. Fearless baby squirrel.
Well, there's been some clips for sure throughout this one, for better or for worse. Jame finally hits this shot off the top of boxes. He's missed that a couple of times. You'll never get a reaction out of him. That was a winning round for the record. So GamerLegion just looking to secure a lead on the CT side. Still doable. Money hasn't betrayed them. Still got the op on Hypex. Jame, man, he should make you nervous. He lets him know exactly where he is.
Okay, but careful because they get this far up the ramp and you never know what happens.
That's the thing, right? If you don't put a smoke down in front of them, they have successfully came through.
1 damage on that.
It's going to be Hypex versus multiple. He's got 2 players behind him, teammates that is, one of which just 8 and 8 for 40. Fire at his feet forces him off the angle. This is good cave control coming forward for PVISION. Still an op on the line, hits its shot. Nada survives.
Towson's been beat up a little bit.
He's worried about that ramp push.
And winning the round from back here, I don't know.
Got to give credit where it's due. GamerLegion have had successful retakes throughout this half. It's been a while since one stuck to the scoreboard, and this is going to be a 5v5 on top of it, but the constant pressure out of the grenades here just pulls one off. Once you let Ziello up against this wall, you've got problems. Taking their time.
Is Jame gonna watch his flank?
I don't know.
Probably not, right?
He just shot another op bullet as well. Rez comes through with 2 kills on the retake. That's all he gets. Belchanok's got the triple. Oh! PR, MP9 headshots. 2 kills to his name, trying to get onto that bomb, not working with the kit. He needs Belchernoff to come running through the smoke, which he will. But again, no time for the defuse. Kit was on the other side of sight. That's going to be PVISION with a 5th.
Somehow pulled that off too. Flanked just a little bit too slow to catch Jame in time. I don't think it mattered. Jame didn't even get a kill on that defense. Everyone else was fine. It was really the utility. It was really the same B hit, but now successful versus the smoke on the ramp because their utility was so good. And again, it just shows you if you get into a 5v5 retake, you're fine. But if they can kill you when you're in retake spots, well, now you're in real trouble because you're 4v5, you're lower on time than you want it to be. And as this game has gone on, let's be real, they've won less and less retakes. It's been more and more success for PVISION.
They started this map with 3 consecutive retakes and have only won 3 rounds since then. There's no denying that they've let Jame kind of creep his way into controlling this match.
One last round in this half to make up for it. And it's actually just not a good buy. It's kind of tough here for GamerLegion. They got to scout and play. I really like PVISION's T side so far. I mean, 1 or 2 B exacts they learned from and they ran through that smoke. But even their first 3 rounds, the fact they brought them close, like they are getting that one guy peeling back a little too far, then they get the site open, or they have a really good entries on B, or they've called out in defaults when they go for picks exactly where someone's going to be standing, spotting with a smoke. I feel like they've very much scared GamerLegion
100%.
about what they know. And, you know, it feels like they've really studied them well and are executing on that.
I'd say there's only been 1 round that was truly a failure, and that's when they tried to just get out through that top ramp smoke on B site one time.
Yeah.
Towson got the double kill. That back and forth with Jame also ends up being a loss, but no denying PVISION had something to stand on throughout that round. For sure, GamerLegion would admit they've got them sweating, as they'll gun for a 7th on the CT side, but have to do it with pistols and MP9s. PR takes that M4 into middle on his own. There was 0 trade potential for that one. Instead, it's GamerLegion emphasizing this push down from B, but that's going to leave Rez in a weird spot. Yellow's coming through that smoke at the same time, and of course he gets the better of Rez. This head-to-head is insane.
This is kryptonite. And I'll be powerless now. They don't want to overdo this. Best spot they've got to real early. Looks like an eventual B hit. Spoke meant to trick him. It's going to allow the CTs to get into better spots. Do we really get this 4v3 into B? It looks like maybe. Maybe there's a chance here for GamerLegion.
Yeah, best case for both teams to try to end it. It's numbers strong.
Looks like they feel like they want to push. CTR's got a molly, not going to use it.
Yeah, 2 incendiaries not used, just guns out instead. James got the coverage. Towson gonna have to do it all now. They're right there for the taking, but it is PVISION to flex that man advantage and to take back what was a strong start from GamerLegion. 3-0 off of the pistol, retakes to praise, but PVISION and Jame eventually break through. making them work for it since the get-go, but PVISION finding their groove towards the end. And as you can see, GamerLegion had reasons to celebrate towards the start of that, but as Jame gets more time, he finds his zone. And covering off that push into the B site multiple times, Young Rifles at the front of the pack, PVISION sitting comfortably with 6 terrorist round wins in their back pocket on top of an Overpass win already.
I think they feel good, even though they know they had a few rounds at the beginning they probably could have converted too. It was nice from both sides. It feels a lot like Overpass. I think we're seeing just some good CS head-to-head on maps they're both comfortable on, that they're really showing a strong game plan. I think, you just want for GamerLegion that they pick up a win, because Overpass was so close. They took a risk knowing that PVISION is strong on it, but tried to believe in themselves, play to their strengths, and nearly were good enough.
Smoke to the short side of B. Zello maintains his vision and puts a decent util in front of them.
That is a really annoying smoke.
Especially with the Cade players being held back. Zello kills Telson because they try to charge through smoke regardless of it being there. And Rez is going to be so fixated on the right side that Jame would have been called on if not for Nada's success. And then on the retreat, Hypex will catch him. So there's a door open towards that A-side sprint. The bomb will go.
Ooh, Belchana going for the long play, just ensuring this by wrapping all the way around. Ooh, the fake plant, they could have got it there. That would have been the time to do it.
He'll go back down. Oh, Hypex got
didn't cover that.
He figured, yeah, sure, you got this yourself.
He's got too excited.
No bomb plant, and Hypex leaves him out to dry.
Like, why did he turn around so quickly and run away so quickly when the bomb was still getting planted?
Yeah. I mean, the fact they even get away from B site felt like a miracle.
That's true. But you see this, like, how small the mini-map shrunk up at the beginning of the round. It was just everybody was on B already. It's a perfect game plan here. Whoever it was on this team that came up with it is a perfect pistol place to be. PVISION came in here today ready. They had their suspenders on.
Pocket protectors primed.
Bow tie tied.
Mice fully charged. Like real nerds.
You hear that, Apex? You're not a nerd.
GamerLegion can sit here and talk things through if they want.
Showing bomb. Careful. It's going to pull all the CTs over, actually. I mean, they saw the bomb. That's usually time to go, but okay, find out quickly that it's the B site.
They don't have lane control, so the bomb gets cut off no matter what. You can take that B bomb site. They have all just taken the bomb site without the bomb and left Rez alone. Okay.
That is pretty funny, actually.
Rez is like, wait, guys, I needed a little help. So bomb still goes down inside of the doors, and, well, they get absolutely nothing.
They apologize for nothing, too. I wonder if they're intimidated, man, because, I mean, PVISION could have showed up today and just tried to outgun GamerLegion. Has been a better team overall, and that's one thing, and I'm sure they would have played close if they did that. But they've shown actually such a pristine game plan. They won that pistol off of just a perfect read. They had so many callouts in all the spots that they were playing. I feel like mentally I'd be both impressed and terrified at the fact that they're so ready for all of both our macro and our micro is a thing. You know, it's not often you see a team that prepared, that visibly prepared. They're cutting off your shoulder spots, your jump peaks, your everything.
Just a blind flashback through Red Room from Jame. He remains smoked off. Bit more pressure applied, sure, from PR, but trying to do it on his own outside of this B site. It's a big A-main emphasis. Belchanok still nade primed in his hand, ready to be thrown. Fire at their feet instantly. They're going to try to charge through with the flash, and it works. Towson emerges with one, and the bomb is in tow. 3 players to support that entry. They may not have Donut, but bomb site seems under wraps.
Oh, yeah, the line. Of course, I was just wondering. I swear, I was just wondering if he's got that line.
Lead it to Jame.
Fast step there.
That's going to cause Rez to go scoop that bomb back up. He actually dives into A main with this.
This is a nightmare because the smokes come up, and now suddenly they don't have control. They don't have Temple. They don't have Donut. They don't have CT.
AW finds PR from middle. Of course, Jame, that lineup is everything.
Yeah, man. The way he took that fast step, I was like, he's got it. He knows.
And now Yellow activates, gets Towson done for. All of a sudden, GamerLegion are coming up with nothing until the kills trickle in. It's still bomb on site with time.
Okay.
Beautiful cover out of Hypex.
Oh, can he run away?
Denied! And he doesn't get the kill. Of all the shots Hypex hits, it's not that one. Jame is just so unbelievable at times.
I know. So sneaky, so careful, so quick to make the right decision. I mean,
this guy just plays his own game.
Like, instantly. Like, headshots instantly.
On a rotating bomb planter. He was moving.
He got out of there.
Whoa.
Yeah, he even got hyped at the end. I saw him.
We finally get a Jame pop off and we find out he's a caveman. What is this?
So, he doesn't experience joy, but we know he experiences fear.
That was something. He felt something, because that was a disgusting way to win a round. Whoa. Yeah, more of that. Please and thank you.
Go get the bomb. I don't think. This just ain't the match.
At least it wasn't Rez.
Oh, it's so unlucky. GamerLegion got ParaVision. This is ParaVision. They have them downloaded.
Yeah.
And they're about the size of a floppy disk. I think, in their opinion. Oh, here's a boost. This could work. Oh, of course he moves right at that moment. Didn't even see anything.
Just got a nade for it on the approach. Huge damage for Hypex to have to handle.
Hit him with the nade.
Oh, Belchanok there to finish off what Jame starts. They'll take over Red Room, sure, but they're still split up. Jame not missing shots. Just takes a bullet, runs away. Takes a bullet, runs away. Such a nuisance. This is Jame stepping up to yet another major.
This is clinical.
Shows up with 4 unknown, unproven, young entities.
Okay, let's do it.
And is making a genuine run now, because up against a GamerLegion that all would have expected to progress into the second stage, this hasn't been the very best season for GamerLegion.
Yeah.
But you'd think still they'd be a part of that pack to progress. And still versus other opposition in this group, maybe they'd find more success, but not today versus ParaVision.
Just so impressed by them, man. They didn't know what we were going to get out of this game. Saw what, the reason that they're down here is because they haven't been playing their best.
And I was worried that it would kind of bring out the worst of both teams, that we would just get this really sloppy type of Counter-Strike, but instead we're seeing really cool elements of ParaVision's play.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of stuff that I think will catch teams beyond GamerLegion off guard.
And it kind of feels like, GamerLegion on their best day. We talk about Ash's game plan, him off tack pauses. Genuinely, we get some stuff that's so clearly tailored to their opponents that we're like, wow, you made it really good. You clearly showed your prep. And it just feels like ParaVision have done that almost flawlessly every round, even without tack pauses. Like, they just know what to do. They're reading everything so well. They're hitting all their shots. It's just like, yeah, the absolute kryptonite of GamerLegion.
Will be afforded space outside of B, but it's still a majority stack for ParaVision. Utility over. Losing vision though. AW's nade goes out. Chip damage on a few. Zello stuck in the corner. Not ideal. PR zones him. AW eats damage off that frag grenade. Nada though goes unchecked. He'll collect his. Puts a fire behind him. And he hears that damage coming through. Good on Rez to just charge that down.
Yeah, I love it.
Control the situation on his terms.
Okay. I was definitely just losing complete hope in GamerLegion, but here we go. A great round. Getting into the site. A little bit like ParaVision, early enough to catch the B rotates, or the B players off guard, trying to anchor in there. Zello could not sneak out of that spot off the corner of the smoke. Had a nade in hand. They weren't totally prepared. GamerLegion slipping. I think this one's also off of attack pause.
Terrorists win.
So finally, a sign of life.
I'm doing.
Puts an end to the PVISION streak. 7 rounds in a row from the end of T side to the start of CT side. First successful terrorist round win for GamerLegion. And I like the confidence Rez had in that cave play, but right now it's going to be Towson flashing himself out for the A hit.
Belchonic's not ready for this at all.
Nah, they're far further out than I think he realized.
He's going to call for this late. He could have been listening.
Alarm bells on this A bomb site as the bomb plant attempt is about to come out. A deep position here from Towson, catches Zello off. Nada still nearby, but he is full blind with that one. Rez sets up his teammates deep inside of the temple, and this is going to have PVISION considering a save early.
Yeah, this is starting to feel like how they made that Overpass T-side comeback to get to overtime. It didn't result in a win, but it was GamerLegion on the T-side to go for very speedy T-side execs when it feels like they weren't going to try that. Even without their flash outside of A, they had done enough of a distraction that Belchonic could not hear them playing in Donut. That's normally what that position is for. You can cover mid off that Shiro angle, but you can also listen to the A rushes. They go the fast 3 through main.
You want all the flashes from spawn, Fred?
Yes. 4 flash.
I'm doing window, I'm doing window. Right or summer, right or summer? No, that's it.
As if Belchonic did hear that, he would have been closer to the action and called a rotation a second or two sooner, and that would have made the difference in stopping Temple from getting out of control and everything like that. So it was the speed that wins it for GamerLegion. Oh, nice nade. Rez eats that one.
It was Rez who was going to be given all the flashes for this round. They keep sending him over top, but he's not really able to progress as far out as I think he would have wanted. Made all the more difficult with that early damage, so lucky to be alive is PR. He'll take this second life. Walk it down towards that ramp right now, keeping majority of PVISION preoccupied.
They got the info on the op, which is so huge, so that they know they could potentially walk out. Look at Jame, he's actually already rotating. Ooh. No, but now coming back to B. This is going to be a great call here for GamerLegion. They still have players in a good spot, but again, if Belchonic's going to be at the bottom of Donut, not at the top end of it, and their other CT is rotating over, I don't know how they're going to pull this off.
Belchonic's got to go big here, squeeze from both sides.
Good luck with this.
Fire at his feet as well. That's going to flush him back into the mid push.
They were so confident they had the bomb running at him.
Completely zoned. Jame not on the scene means nobody to stop that bomb plant. It's going to be PVISION already calling it, conceding another round. Into the save they'll go. Not sure what it is exactly over towards B that kept so many people committed.
It was James' op shot.
No, I mean keeping them committed PVISION in that regard. What kept Jame over there? You know, it looked like he wanted to come back to A site, had second thoughts.
Because they have, they still technically had like 2 8 players or whatever. So I don't think that they looked at that as like a really heavy lean. And also because Jame didn't hit his op shot, they didn't have cave control. I mean, he threw the molly down, so that was one thing. But I don't think he stayed there.
We'll see if that starts to force PVISION to kind of get more active, right? We haven't had Zello getting out into the front of Temple. We haven't had any looks down ramp yet for B. Kind of playing in the dark a little bit, and maybe that's why GamerLegion are able to catch them off guard inside A 2 rounds in a row.
I'm doing window.
They would have just had to know that PR was lurking for sure, and they weren't pushed. So if you're not pushed, you're going to be a slave to any small detail.
See if PVISION start those pushes now. There's no way that I think Jame just sits back this whole half and kind of lets this keep going, right? There's going to be an adaptation soon.
Those are so solid. Belchonic gets hit hard.
You see two bodies inside a cave flashing their way forward. They want something more, but they'll step up to the plate, and PR happy to deliver one. He's got players right behind him, and this is not an empty threat. This is PR with a pack and more where he came from, but they all go down with nothing. PVISION get made into mincemeat.
GamerLegion are turning up right now.
Yeah, faced with elimination at a major, tapping into their potential on the attack. This is going to be 4 rounds in a row for GamerLegion.
I love it. I thought this game was done, I won't lie. GamerLegion getting better and better each and every try. Some great calls coming out of ZTR and Ash after that tack pause as well. That's the first one to get them back on their feet.
Important for the individuals of GamerLegion to also kind of seize this moment. So to see PR, Hypex, Towson and Rez trying to do it in ZTR's absence. I mean, ZTR was everything back on Overpass.
Yeah.
We're not getting that total domination.
Can you do window? I can do it. What's up?
PR happy that they came to him. He's had to kind of shell up in previous rounds, walk back into the lane and just make sure nobody pushes. But this round he gets to be that tip of the spearhead. And yet still this PVISION money
with that nade.
just keeps coming. So continuous buys coming out from the defense.
Such a sick punish game here.
Balchonix made himself so difficult of a job with those nades constantly.
And wait till PR just has a crazy round. That could happen at any moment. Oh, there it is. There it is. Jump spotting AW. I don't know if he took the wide swing, but PR just put him out of his misery.
What does that do?
That one could be game defining. 5v4.
Does it bring back the A defense?
And he's saying, if you're not going to move, I'll still keep moving forward because we're still ready to go on the other side of the map. And he doesn't get caught off. Another nasty shot out of PR.
Balchonic, though, towards A main. Oh, he's got a double
that's
of
two
his
back.
own.
That bomb's got to run away.
James sits on the front of Donut. PR's got a third.
What a monster.
One-man army inside of the B site reopens the threat of that full rotation, and this is going to be PVISION trying to get close enough to stop it.
We're talking about Balchonic, who got hit by HEs every single round. Well, he just got those 2 kills, but naded down to low HP to kick off every round, and now it's just going to be a B plant. They know it. They're not going to go for this.
You warned us. At any moment, you get those kinds of plays from PR. On his own, there was never a teammate nearby, never supportive utility. Punishes AW first, sees that empty space, and thrives within it. Clinical with the headshots. GamerLegion to the lead. This is a 5-round terrorist streak now.
Somehow skates by disaster right there, and I think really wants to save here. Might have to be covered, actually, otherwise...
Wow, makes it, dude.
Somehow.
Sometimes
Always.
just
I
unkillable.
don't get it. Like, could have definitely died pretty easily right there.
This guy's
Anyone
ethereal.
else? Everyone's just so scared of him.
Here it is.
Oh! Oh. Damn. Damn.
Well, that's just nasty.
That's filth.
That's PR.
Yeah. Love the new jerseys, by the way. New kit here for GamerLegion. Trying to keep them in play for as long as possible at this major. And off the back of the Ash tack and then some of the great calls, I'm going to give so much credit to ZTR for the complex glaive-like, the complexion of this game plan when we're getting into the late hours of this game. Back on Overpass as well. The rush calls on T side, high-risk maneuvers. His team's believing in them. They're completing these plays, and they're making the comebacks. Overpass didn't end well, but here's a second chance. 5 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, 5 in a row, and look at the lack of kills from the side of PVISION. This has been GamerLegion, just, again, faced with elimination. Double digits to PVISION's side. They've kicked it up into a whole new gear. Trying to buy more time at the Major. This map 3 waits in the wings. Dust 2 would be a great place to settle this. You'd be a fool to think that Jame doesn't have something else up his sleeve. But it feels like these A defenders have got to be able to deliver. Beltronic's had a tough time, mainly when they've come from the A main attack. Middle, we'll see where this one goes. Is GamerLegion gonna try to pull something out late, something different? CTR into the red room.
It's the most complicated call yet. Taking over mid, putting a lot of pressure on rotations.
Jame flustered by the Molotov that comes out from main. AW almost dying to that a second time. Putting a smoke out in front of him, but it's a ton of space taken over by PR. He knows he's got at least one on that side. MP9 betrays Zello. Oh, double spray from Noda. No, it's Beltronic in with a helping
AW,
hand.
this push is gonna work.
He's gonna dive that bomb plant. No plant comes through. This is a bomb site back into AW's hands. 4v2 advantage for PVISION as they swarm within that site.
Now that's the winning move, and how are they gonna get to him?
Wall bang.
Oh, that could be it. So close.
There's great damage done on 2.
So much damage.
Nate goes deep, and AW doubles back into ZTR, catches his. Still working with minimal health. This is a moment here for Towson as he tries to squeeze that low HP out of the corner of the bomb site. Short player comes through. James trades good, and we're tied at 11-all.
Oh, baby, to give themselves a chance. Again, the most ornate game plan so far, and I love it from ZTR, scaling up into that after calling some faster, more simplistic plays and putting together that entry. It says versus the MP9s, but AW, this play is just so perfect. If you hadn't taken that risk and pushed through the smoke in that spot, it actually looked definitely recoverable here from GamerLegion.
Behind banana.
That was the time to strike with the 2 MP9s.
Another fast swing out middle this time. Feels like we get to round 23 and the gloves are off. Posturing outside of B. Cello's gonna get aggressive. We haven't had a lot of these attacks.
He gets away.
PVISION have been content to sit in bomb sites, but not this round.
ZTR is low. This is for map point.
With elimination on the line, Beltronic back to the red room. Awkward moment here for Rez. Gonna try to chase this, but there's support behind Beltronic.
They're grasping at straws, man. These chances are just flying by them.
Jame tiptoeing his way in.
Such a good spot.
Ready for the first one. Dives back into the cover of his sight, and Rez is unable to get that trade.
They can't catch
5v3
anything.
PVISION.
They can't catch anything. No punishes so far. This must be one. Oh, they don't even see Zello. The man who has made Rez's life miserable so far this match.
Rez gets one back at least. James gonna find A vacant. And AW has had a rough go of it, but has come in big in that last round and remains towards this B site. At the worst, he is just gonna be a signal for PVISION. Confirms that he hears both players in this bomb site. They've got to be between the utility and the bomb plant. They've given that info over. No real safety net either for Towson nor Hypex. Feeling the squeeze from all directions. It's a slow burn, but Beltronic comes up that ramp looking to join up as Hypex has been relegated inside of the cave.
No smokes.
PVISION let GamerLegion have hope, but is it all false hope? As that bomb defuse is gonna force Hypex's hands. No, he's actually fully exposed. A quick scope to the brain, point blank. James dead. Time is of the essence, and he's gone on 3. He stops them in their tracks and puts GamerLegion on to 12.
That's got to be the clutch of his career so far, that 1-on-3. They get map point. GamerLegion somehow. Ooh, they were tilted before.
Bomb defused with back exposed.
Yeah, they didn't
Sitting
think
in the open.
They didn't think he would play there. They thought for sure that he was on the ramp.
But what's wild is Beltronic's the same guy that flanked ramp and came up behind it.
Let's go! Let's go! Take. My earphone fell out. Take.
We talked about PVISION and the nerves and the first major experience for what is 3 teenagers, Jame and Beltronic. That's the kind of round loss that could shake you to your core.
They didn't even technically need to get that kill. If they wrapped around the other side of the pillar, went for the defuse, they had one guy to cover the exit. The only reason the first guy dies is because he's facing cave. He doesn't think that anybody's in there.
High pressure situation, and GamerLegion stick the landing. Now we're playing Counter-Strike worthy of a major.
Last map was too. That went to overtime, and yeah, it's just been an excellent game through and through, I won't lie. This will be a pretty emotional moment for the loser, knowing how close it was.
GamerLegion just gave PVISION attack timeout, though. What did Dastan and Jame have to say in that moment? Gotta get them recomposed. Easy pickup for Jame with the deep angle sitting outside mid. He will find that 5v4. He will give them their best chance at securing another overtime in this series.
Man, they got almost no utility left at all. They have 2 HEs remaining on PVISION, but they got the first kill so quickly. That's just the only thing that you're trying to avoid in this spot.
Oh,
no
he
way!
goes for it! That's 2 players from Red Room in with their duels. PR tries to find a recovery. PVISION off of that tac pause given over. Can't seem to make a mistake. So many players ready for this fight, but none of them willing to give it over. Let GamerLegion squirm.
Trying to stop them from jumping up, but they've secured the bomb.
AW's down at the bottom of ramp. Worst case, retake needed. If he secures ramp this whole time, they're going to start flanking lane as well.
Well, Ipex is in one of these spots that he's so good at playing.
GamerLegion feel as though they've got this kind of an opening, but they are very much surrounded. Jame missed shot means suddenly a little more space, but cover's going to need to be offered to both sides, and with that hesitation, they end it 5 strong. PVISION give GamerLegion false hope of ending in regulation. This battle rages on.
And that's uncomfortable. You can see it from Ash. I mean, they barely win that last round off the 1v3. But the way that PVISION turned up that last round, they were in full control. In this one, they show that they're still extremely confident, right? Like, what is this? Retake on middle. It's exactly what you have to do, actually, considering they were down to 2 HEs. It's still up a minute. They weren't willing to rest on those kills. They caught a timing. They played with confidence. And it's a quiet kind of confidence.
Again, tasked with the mid-entry. Jame forever the undying, 14-8 in overtime. Just...
I don't even remember him saving.
It's wild that, you know, always happy to just go out when he needs to, though, right? As this game has gotten closer, he's content to take these fights, but a missed shot out of him could have been critical just then. That would have been a comfortable 5v4. PR through the wall.
No way. X Factor for PR once again, but the double up and donut. This is a little bit different. Rez, he gonna come out too early? He will.
Oh, and he gets it regardless. Jame finds one. Beltronic from inside sight. No multi-frag for him. And so Jame back into the CT spawn, but a bad T-nade almost exposes sight. That could have gotten scary.
Jame's probably confused. Why would they leave it open? Try to, what? He hit him. 84 damage.
Dude, what if that, oh my god, that nade into Donut could have damn well killed 2.
Yeah, look how low they are. This retake is definitely possible. AW, if he keeps his wits about him, there's one guy with his guard completely down.
That's a freebie.
Yeah.
Now they've got the smoke as well. AW could block off Donut.
They smoke Donut or the bomb.
Go for that. James got the kit, so it's going to have to be him to defuse this, but that's perfect. AW's got 2 low players sitting in front of him. Hypex gets the kill. Jame onto the defuse.
No way!
Spams off the mark.
No way!
Of course, it's Jame again. Survives the round. wins the round.
2 mags of ammo to use on him, no one to cover, and they can't find him.
Just crushes GamerLegion. The Undying. Sits inside of that smoke, holding E.
They didn't even smoke Donut. They couldn't find him.
And he gets
That's
away.
gotta be the most tragic way to lose a round in overtime. Major on the line.
GamerLegion had a map point sitting 12-11. Now watching PVISION pull back into the lead. Hypex missed opportunity on this B site. Big mid push coming out from PVISION. PR gonna yet again find one.
Let's see if the openers matter.
Nada's right here to try to punish. That's 2 players into the cave. He's leaning far enough back to try to find an angle. And Rez is passive over on elbow. This is huge for Zello to pick that up. But a good flash into middle gets Rez active.
Oh,
they're
the
gonna catch
repush.
this. They're gonna unravel this mid play. Jame gets back with no trade. Zello coming at it. Jame actually
came
returned. Both of them did. Jame in middle and Zello takes that risk in cave. Man advantage PVISION.
No way. He came back for that. It felt like so many ways that GamerLegion could have had an approach that would have been successful, and yet here he is, the nightmare of GamerLegion, coming forward once again.
His timing is impeccable, but Rez's headshot through the wall. Just the edge of it, all he needed to see, and luckily for GamerLegion, that kill comes fast enough that the other 2 CTs still far from this. Low health Zello, and AW from the bottom of the scoreboard.
Don't trick him one more time.
Hypex knows where you're at, toying with the corner. AW on the brink, trying to bait it out, but he's gonna get found. Zello shoots him in the back. Rez already 2 kills into this, not to mention that critical kill on Jame. And as he leans into the donut, utility pressuring him, no smoke to cover it this time around.
It's gonna take too long.
He's gonna go for the nade, but Zello survives it, and that's 2 defuses in overtime.
He had it covered, top of default. No.
Gut-wrenching round losses back-to-back for
That's
GamerLegion.
almost too much to bear.
Crumbling under the lights at the moment. And that's not Jame with a wealth of experience sticking a defuse again. That is young gun stepping up, inspired by James' shenanigans from the run round prior. And they stick it.
Oh, that was just awful to watch. Just gut-wrenching, to be honest, the way that was stolen away. After Rez, just that 1K. Killing Jame in that spot with the wall bang is unreal. And this is how it kicked off, too. Again, a multitude of ways it felt like that GamerLegion's approach could have won them this situation. This series of dominoes that fell. And instead, PVISION kept reaggressing. Even when they lost space, came back.
I can't believe Jame came back again.
I can't.
At the same time as Zello into the cave as well.
Oh, boy. I mean, that's just brutal.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Two post-plant. Just 2 rounds would have literally been won for GamerLegion, barring minor issues, minor mistakes.
Hypex. Look at the damage done by that utility. You got 2 of GamerLegion's players already down to about half. PR's wallbangs have been on point, but
he's been contributing, that's for sure.
Easy. Rez trying to go for the jump spots out middle. Jame clips his wings, takes man advantage, and remember, still 2 of the 4 tagged.
Their odds shoot way down. HP bars down low. Still enough utility. There's still enough force in this attack. They've got enough players and enough time. But this is the one that's probably going to seal the deal if they don't pull out. Front of the smoke, they going through it, they are.
And this crossfire's deadly.
Oh, they're getting murked.
Second player not even needed. Towson's gonna come out from that top of ramp. Him and Hypex trying to pull off a miracle in overtime. A much needed miracle. Down 2 rounds already. They're hoping somebody makes a mistake, but this push is being watched.
Oh, he's not going for it.
Hypex now, he's gotta plant this bomb at some point. The smokes have all gone up. And so bomb dropped to the mouth of the cave. 1v5 for Towson.
That's just too much pressure. You can feel it.
Round goes up in smoke like the dreams of GamerLegion at this major may have alongside them. A clean sweep in overtime from PVISION. Hard fought in the 24th round. GamerLegion did it to them back on Overpass. PVISION push us there this time, and they don't waste their moment. 3-0 in OT.
And Ash has to sit back here. No control over the situation. Just has to hope. Watching the way that this is going down. And this round, the worst of the three. Two that were just in the bag.
Counter-terrorists win.
Jame is the dream ruiner.
Up against it now. GamerLegion with a rough season, transitioning a roster after picking up a player that just didn't gel their system. They had high hopes for Hypex. Everybody's been confident that the unlocking of Towson was going to be enough to fuel a positive season. That Towson and PR were this duality to GamerLegion propped up by Rez that was going to come together.
They just pulled back out of ramp.
And instead, right here, right now, facing elimination at the first stage of a major, not meeting any of their own expectations. Rez to the back lane, doesn't go wide just yet. You've got PVISION 4v4 trying to take over site. Insta headshot here from Nada. Beltonic's got one as well. And so Jame fuels this fire, leads this charge, takes another group of plucky young riflers to the top, and will dismantle one of the players and teams that we anticipate moving on at this major. Huge moment for CTR, who played lights out back on map 1. Ash can't even watch. And as he moves forward, it's one for CTR, but he gets swarmed, and PVISION live on at the expense of the GamerLegion.
That is absolutely brutal. One of the most painful games I've ever had to watch, with the way that it was won here from PVISION. Just to get to the third map felt like justice, but in that overtime, they had their chances and they lost them. It's the worst way to possibly go, but that's the reality of the game at Majors.
This is a game where a lot of young men had their dreams on the line.